Hi there, it's Johnny Depp, and I've written 1000 First Dates, Portrait of a Palm Beach Player for Guys Like Us. It's literally a roadmap for avoiding the minefields of mature dating. I had to learn this the hard way. Control your reactions, control your outcome. People say dumb things, we all do. It's part of being human. An awkward moment, a poorly phrased comment, or a misread situation, these things happen all the time. Most of the time, they don't mean anything. They're not attacks, they're not threats. They're just blips in the rhythm of human interaction. So, if you're the kind of man who wants to get ahead in dating and in life, you've got to learn to let the small stuff slide. But what if someone crosses the line? What if the comment isn't just awkward, it's rude? What if the behavior isn't just clumsy, it's controlling or manipulative? That's when your reaction matters most. Not the other person's behavior, your reaction, because you don't control what other people say or do. You only control how you respond, and your response determines your outcome. This is one of the core truths every high-value man must understand. You will be tested, you will be poked, prodded, and provoked. Whether it's a woman on a date, a colleague in a meeting, or a stranger in traffic, people will try to get a reaction out of you. And the moment you give them what they want, whether that's anger, frustration, or desperation, you've handed over your power. There's a phrase used in military circles that I've come to love, Charlie Mike. It means continue mission. In other words, stay the course. Don't get thrown off. Don't let a setback derail you. If someone insults you, shrugs you off, mocks your ideas, or ghosts you, Charlie Mike, continue mission. Let it bounce off your armor and keep moving forward. Because the truth is, people can only control you if you let them. The second you lose control of your emotional state, you become reactive, and a reactive man is not a powerful man. A reactive man is at the mercy of others. He's dancing to someone else's tune. That's not where you want to be, not in dating, not in business, not in life. The best men I know, the ones who truly embody masculine strength, all have one thing in common: emotional discipline. They don't lash out, they don't break down, they don't let the world dictate their mood. They respond with clarity, calm, and purpose. And it's not because they're emotionless, it's because they've trained themselves to respond instead of react. So how do you develop this kind of strength? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your triggers. Notice what sets you off. Is it being ignored, disrespected, challenged? Whatever it is, identify it, then reframe it. When someone pushes that button, see it for what it is, an opportunity to sharpen your control. Instead of reacting, breathe, pause, smile even, and then decide with intention how you want to proceed. This kind of emotional control is magnetic. Women sense it. They feel it, they respect it. A man who can maintain his composure under pressure is infinitely more attractive than a man who's emotionally volatile. Why? Because he's safe, not in a boring way, but in a this man knows himself kind of way. And in a world full of weak, reactive men, that kind of stability is rare. Now, none of this means you should tolerate disrespect. Quite the opposite. If someone is genuinely rude, manipulative, or controlling, you don't owe them your time or energy. You don't need to argue, explain, or retaliate. You just exit gracefully, decisively. A calm exit is more powerful than a dramatic confrontation. It says, "You're not worth my peace." And believe me, people remember that. This principle is especially important in dating. You're going to meet people who test you, sometimes intentionally, sometimes subconsciously. A woman might push your buttons just to see how you respond. She wants to know if you can handle yourself. If you lose your cool, she'll see you as weak. If you shut down, she'll see you as emotionally unavailable. But if you stay centered, that's when she leans in. That's when she starts to trust your strength. Let's say you're on a date and she makes a sarcastic comment about your job or appearance. Instead of snapping back or getting flustered, try this: smile and change the subject, or throw it back playfully. Deflect without defensiveness, because what she's really doing is checking for your frame. Are you solid or are you shook? And if your frame is strong, you've passed the test. Controlling your reactions also protects your long-term happiness. If every rude comment or rejection sends you into a spiral, you're going to live in constant turmoil. You'll dread dating, you'll fear failure. But if you learn to see those moments as noise, as irrelevant distractions, you'll move through the world with freedom. You'll take more risks, engage more fully, and recover more quickly. The most successful men aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who recover fastest. Rejection, failure, and friction are baked into the game. You're not going to avoid them, but you can choose how you respond. You can keep moving forward. You can continue mission. And when you do, you become unstoppable. A man who controls his reactions controls the room. He controls the energy of the conversation. He controls the tone of the date. He sets the rhythm. He leads. And women crave that. They want to be with someone who can hold it together, no matter what life throws their way. This doesn't mean you become cold or robotic. You're not hiding your emotions. You're mastering them. You still feel things. You still connect. You still care. But you express those emotions with intention. You speak with purpose. You act with strength. And that makes all the difference. Let's say someone ghosts you after 2 great dates. Instead of chasing or venting, you simply move on. No texts, no follow-ups, no drama, just silence. That silence says more than any angry message ever could. It says, I'm good, with or without you. Or maybe someone tries to provoke you with politics, religion, or a personal jab. Instead of engaging in a fruitless debate, you keep your cool, you smile, you change the subject, or you end the conversation entirely. Again, it's not about winning the argument, it's about winning your own peace. When you stop reacting emotionally, you start seeing clearly. You stop chasing validation. You stop needing to prove yourself. You start living on your terms. And that shift changes everything, from the way you date to the way you lead your life. Control is freedom. Control is attraction. Control is power. So the next time someone tries to get a rise out of you, remember, your reaction is your responsibility, not theirs, yours. And when you master that, the rest of the world has no choice but to respect it. Charlie Mike, continue mission. Because nothing, not rejection, not insult, not friction, can stop a man who stays in control. To get my book, 1000 First Dates Portrait of a Palm Beach Player, click the link in the description or go to www.palmbeachplayer.com. Happy dating.